Selamat pagi, good morning to our honorary guest, Prof. Ching-Jong as the President of Yonsei University, and also to all speakers, Prof. Yeh-Liang as the Director of Gerontechnology Research, and Prof. Chor-Kheng as the Chair of the Art Design from the Yonsei University, and also Dr. Kevin from Atma Jaya Aging Research Center, and to all dear participants. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this exciting webinar on aging and gerontechnology. Today, we are fortunate to be joined by experts and representatives from Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia and Yonsei University. It's contributing to the important dialogue around technology and its role in enhancing the lives of older adults. We are reminded of the importance of these collaborations in addressing the pressing challenges posed by our aging population. The world is experiencing a demographic shift with the number of older adults rapidly increasing. The shift presents both challenges and opportunities, and it is imperative that we leverage technology to improve their independence and the quality of life for the seniors. Gerontechnology represents a fascinating intersection of gerontology and the study of aging and technology. It encompasses a broad range of innovative solutions that can support older adults in various aspects of their lives, including healthcare, social interaction, mobility, and overall well-being. Together, we can learn from one another and explore how we can collaborate to drive innovation between both universities. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to our panelists, speakers, for their willingness to share their knowledge with us today. Additionally, I want to acknowledge also the efforts of all the organizing committee who have effort to make this webinar possible. Once again, welcome to the webinar. Let us
Lin Ching. They will share their valuable insights and research in the critical field of gerontechnology is reality, and with it comes a growing need for innovative solutions to ensure the well-being of the elderly. Gerontechnology, which combines aging research and technology, plays a crucial role in enhancing the quality of life of older adults, improving healthcare, and promoting independence. By focusing on this area, we can ensure that older people are not left behind in this era of rapid technological advancement. This webinar is an excellent opportunity for us to exchange ideas and foster further collaborations that will benefit not only our academic communities, but also society as a whole. I would like to take this opportunity to share with you the good news that this morning, the Times Higher Education announced the 2025 World University Rankings, and Yuan University has made a good progress, ranking 985th, and we hope that there will be more international collaborations between our two universities in the future, so that both will continue to improve our rankings. I thank you all for your participation and wish you a productive and significant and insightful session. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the wonderful and inspiring opening remarks by Prof. Ching-Jong. And now, dear all distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we continue our event today, I would like to take a group photo to capture this special moment. I kindly ask everyone to turn on your cameras for a few moments so we can take a group photo together. And once you're ready, please give us a big smile and our team will handle the screenshots. Thank you, everyone. Okay, 1, 2, 3. First picture. And the second one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you for all distinguished ladies and gentlemen and all guests. You may. Okay, now it's time to move on to our next session that will be led by our esteemed moderator. I would like to invite our esteemed moderator, Dr. Vivi Trianti, to lead the session and the lessons. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Vivi to the screen.
Thank you, Kailin. Good morning, our distinguished guests, speakers, lecturers, and all beloved students. Welcome to the Aging and Gerontechnology webinar. It is an online seminar hosted by Jaya and Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia Collaboration Center. About this topic today, it is really interesting because maybe some of us are already familiar with the word gerontechnology. But on the other side, some of us maybe even never heard the word gerontology. So it is interesting because there are two sides of us. However, from this webinar topic, which is aging and gerontechnology, we all must agree that this morning we will discuss about elderly, aging, and also the related technology. Well, for me, this topic, this seminar is very interesting, and I'm excited to get to know it further. Therefore, I'm very grateful that this morning we have 3 experts who will share and discuss their knowledge about the gerontology and the related technology. These 3 experts come from different fields with different insight. So I believe what they share to us will certainly enrich the knowledge and our discussion today. Before I introduce speakers, I would remind the audience to by raising questions, either in chat or directly raise a question, because later at the end of this event, several door prize will be given to some question that chosen by each speaker. So please raise your question and stay tuned until the end of the event. Who knows, maybe your question is the chosen one. Okay, without any further ado, I will introduce our first keynote speaker, Professor Yeh-Liang Su, Ph.D. Good morning, Professor Su. Nice to meet you.
Good morning.
Okay. As education background of Professor Su, Professor Su got his bachelor degree in mechanical engineering at National Taiwan University, and in 1989 he got his master degree from mechanical engineering at Stanford University, and then he also has awarded his Ph.D. degree in mechanical engineering at the Seiring University, Stanford University. As Professor Su experienced during his career as a lecturer in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Yonsei University, Professor Su has been trusted to be a director in Gerontechnology Research Center, Yonsei University, since 2003 until now. And from 2012 and 2016 until now, Professor Su was also selected to be chief editor for 2 journals about gerontechnology. Professor Su was also known as a founder and chairperson of Seda G-Tech company. So with all the education and experience background, Professor Su will share valuable knowledge with all of us in the topic of real-world implementation of smart products in aged care, gerontechnology development in Taiwan. So please, I invite Professor Yeh-Liang Su to start his presentation. Please open your microphone. Professor Su, the time is yours. Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the introduction. I'm very happy and honored that Gerontechnology is selected to be the topic of this very first webinar between the 2 universities. And can I share my PowerPoint slides? Can you grant me the right, the authority to share my PowerPoint slides? Hello, I cannot share my PowerPoint slide at this point, and could you yeah, that's what it's a bit embarrassing, but I need that I need the host to share to allow me to share my PowerPoint.那个云家兄，我没有办法分享我的投影片，可以帮忙吗？Now I can do it. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So now can you see my PowerPoint slides now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. Again, thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Yeh-Liang Xu. I'm a professor of Mechanical Engineering Department of Yonsei University, and we do have a Gerontechnology Research Center. I will introduce our research center a little bit in my talk. And I'm also the editor-in-chief of this journal, Gerontechnology, which is the official journal of the International Society for Gerontechnology. And indeed, we have this startup company spun up from the research center, Tech, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do in this company in my talk. Again, my topic today is real-world implementation of smart products in aged care, Gerontechnology development in Taiwan. And in this very long title, well, there are three keywords. One is, of course, Gerontechnology. The other is smart products. And the third keywords are real-world implementation. So these are the three major points I'm going to share with you in this webinar. First of all, Gerontechnology. What is Gerontechnology? There are quite a few terms describing the intersection between aging and technology. And among them, I like this term, Gerontechnology, very much because it has brothers and sisters. The brothers is gerontology. I'm sure that a lot of you are experts in the field of gerontology. And the other term is geriatrics. In Chinese, that's 老人医学, geriatrics. Gerontology, geriatrics, and gerontechnology. So they are the three very important fields in the days of aging society. And the term gerontechnology was first invented in 1991 in Eindhoven, the Netherlands, where there was this first international congress on gerontechnology. And in 1997, International Society for Gerontechnology was founded, and these are the Chinese translation. I try to translate this term into Chinese. But many people ask me, hey, Professor Xu, you're a mechanical engineer. Why are you doing this gerontechnology research? And I always tell people that I'm a designer. I often see myself as more of a designer rather than an engineer. And the definition for gerontechnology is very attractive to me. The first word is design technology and environment. And the purpose of the design is independent living and social participation. And in particular, I love this social participation, which is much more active, much more happier than just like taking care of the older adults. No, we also want the older adults to have very good social participation. And the scope of gerontechnology is a very broad one. Health, housing, mobility, communication, leisure, and work. And these are also the scope of our journal, Gerontechnology. So for our journal, we never use technology terms to describe the scope. We use the needs of the older adults and the needs of the caregivers to describe the scope of gerontechnology: health, housing, mobility, communication, leisure, and work. And I often tell people, professors, or different companies, no matter what your expertise are, or no matter what kind of product your companies are making, you can always find a very good field, a very good area in the field of gerontechnology that you can contribute: health, housing, mobility, communication, leisure, and work. And I also want to share with you some statistics, some demographics data. But the purpose for that, let me move this away. The purpose for that is to discuss this question: aging boom, baby bust. We all know that, but how can technology help? So here are some demographic data for Taiwan. Taiwan became an aged society in 2018, where the population, the 65 years and older, exceeds 14%. And Taiwan is expected to become a super aged society, that's 20% by 2025. But what is important is those red words down there. For Taiwan, we have only 7 years. But for the three very old countries in the world, for Germany, it took them 36 years to go from the aged society to super aged society. It took Italy 20 years and Japan 11 years. And we only have 7 years. So this tells us that we have to implement existing technology products in daily application now. The other the number I want to tell you is the total fertility rate. The total fertility rate in Taiwan is very low, super low. Actually, this slide show you that this is a World Fact Book by CIA. They publish this World Fact Book every year. And one item in the World Fact Book is the fertility rate. Out of the 227 countries and area, Taiwan is the lowest. Well, let me show that to you again. Taiwan is the lowest among the 227 countries and areas in the whole world. And we are now experiencing a negative natural population growth starting 2020. So what this tells us is that the caregivers are under the super pressure. I mean, a lot of people ask me, hey, Professor Xu, are you designing products for older adults to use? But actually, most of the products we design, we have the caregivers in mind. We are designing for the caregivers, trying to use technology to support the caregivers. And actually, this also provides the economic drive to the society and to this industry, because the older adults tend not to buy or use technology products. So if we design products to support the caregivers, and this will provide a lot stronger economic drive to the industry. The one last statistic I want to show you is the life expectancy at age 65. In Taiwan, that's almost 20 years. But the sad number is this: disability adjusted life year is almost 40%. 40% of the 20 years, the older adults may not be very healthy, need long-term care, that kind of thing. So another area that probably needs technology to help is to enhance the physical and cognitive wellness of healthy older adults in order to prolong their independent, healthy life expectancy. So these are my conclusion here. How can technology help? We should use technology to support the caregivers. We try to develop technology to enhance the physical and cognitive wellness of healthy older adults. And the time is now. And the time is not in the future. The time is now. We have to implement existing technology product in the daily application now. And I put a small number here for Indonesia. This is I checked it out just yesterday. In 2023, the population, the percentage of population 65 years and older is 7.02%, which is a lot younger than Taiwan, but you're year by year, you'll get there, and the whole world will get there. So it's a very good idea to start looking at gerontechnology at this point. This PowerPoint slide shows the Gerontechnology Research Center of Yunzi University. And the research center was established in year 2003. I'm always a little proud of this number, 2003, because at the year 2003, the population older than 65 years old in Taiwan is only 9%. So we were very young in 2003, but nobody at the time worried too much about becoming an age society, and we started this research center. Of course, we started by doing R&D, and we had quite a few interdisciplinary education programs, and we supported 2 journals. One is an international journal, the other is published in Chinese. And we did quite a few industrial collaboration with companies, with government. But it was in 2016, that was 8 years ago, and we started this company. And we tried to commercialize our research into real products. So we try to go from creativity, prototype, into product. And what is very difficult for us is to actually sell the products. In the university, we emphasize a lot on the creativity of the students, and we do research and make prototypes, do the experiment, and probably publish papers and all that using our prototype. And then in many cases, we stop there. But if we stop at prototype, that is not going to help the caregiver. That is not going to help the the older adults. It is only the product that can help them. And if we can successfully sell our product and to the actual user, that shows, that proves that our design is good, is accepted by the real users. So the time is now, and I often tell people that this is what I feel. I receive many wishes all the time, wishes from the older adults, wishes from the caregivers, and those wishes may come true only with product level solutions. And so we really want to go from research into product, into real world applications. And in the universities and in technology companies, many people are talking about smart technology in particular. So we have a lot of discussion in Taiwan, arguments in Taiwan, what is smart technologies? And people come to agree that smart technology has this characteristic. It is about data. It is about data. So for smart technology products, this product should have the function of sensing, transmission, analysis, and feedback of the care-related data. Another question would be why? Why smart technology? Because smart technology is hot, is popular, AI and stuff. But in elderly care, smart technology is for precision aged care, and precision healthy aging. I borrowed this definition, this purpose from precision medicine. And what is precision aged care? We hope to use smart technology and so that we can target the right interventions to the right older adults at the right time. So that's precision. That is why we are using smart technology. So here I'm using an example. I'm using an example to describe the smart technology application in the care of older adults. This is the smart diaper project. Smart diaper project from the Netherlands. Well, the older adults, some older adults may need to wear diapers, but when the diapers get wet, the caregivers have to change the diapers, otherwise they will get skin disease and so on, and they will feel very uncomfortable. So in this project, the first step is sensing and transmission. And the sensor, the blue sensor, as you can see, they develop those sensors for humidity and temperature, and put the sensors outside the diaper to detect the temperature and humidity. And then the data is transmitted wirelessly to the cloud. So on the cloud, there's some data analysis. The data analysis try to interpret the temperature and humidity data into the diaper saturation level, whether it is wet or whether it's very wet, you have to change the diapers and so on. So temperature and humidity, those are data, but the data have to be translated into events. And those events, to predict the events, that the diaper is wet. And this event is then fed back to the caregiver. So when the diaper change is required, a notification is sent to the caregiver's mobile app to remind the caregivers to change the diaper, so that the caregiver can take intervention action at the right time to the right older adults to change diaper. And the effect of this smart diaper project, of course, it improves the comfort and in particular dignity of the older adults, so that the older adults, the caregiver doesn't have to check the older adults all the time. So it only change the diapers for the older adults at the right time when the diaper is wet. But in this project, they also translate everything into hour and euros. Also, so in this project, the nursing homes experience a reduction in workload in hours, and that hours can be used to interact with the older adults and to save some salary money and all that. So, and consequently the cost. So I think this is a very good example of why using smart technology in the care of older adults. And of course, in our company, we also want to design smart products for precision age care and precision healthy aging. In particular, we have two mature products already that is quite widely used in the market. One is what we call a whisk pad. This is a smart matrix. This is a smart matrix. There are two major purposes in the beginning for developing this smart matrix. One is to prevent pressure injury. So we collaborated with a company who has this wonderful material called temperature sensitive pressure relief foam, and we use their material to develop this smart matrix. And right now, this smart matrix is already used in 33 hospitals and nursing homes for 4,600 beds. And this product also won Taiwan Excellent Product Award in 2022. And for preventing pressure injury, of course, the material itself is very useful. We did a study in ICU at a medical center with 254 participants, and the material itself can reduce 88% the risk of pressure injury. And of course, we also put sensing functions into the matrix, and there are 30 sensing areas capable of on-off pressure sensing and in this matrix. And so that on this display, this is the display in a nursing at a nursing station. We can use colors and send reminders to the caregivers for 2-hour body turns. So if some older adults lie on the bed for more than 2 hours without body turns, there's a risk that this patient may develop pressure injuries. So we put this technical function and use colors and reminders for the caregivers. The other purpose for this product is to prevent hospital falls. And so to do that, we implement machine learning algorithms for posture recognition. So we can identify whether this patient is lying in the bed, sitting up on the bed, or sitting at the edge of the bed, or leaving the bed. So with that capability, we can implement this 3-stage leave bed alert. So usually the usual leave bed alert mat send out this alert only when the patient is already left the bed. But we can send this early message to the caregivers. When the patient is sitting on the bed, we send the first alert. When the patient is sitting near the edge of the bed, that's the second alert. When the patient is actually leaving the bed, that's the third alert. For early alert, so that the nurses, the caregivers will have time to go to the bedside of the patient to prevent them from falling. And we also did some research and published papers on that. And our matrix is quite accurate. There's the false alarm rate is like 0%. There's no false alarm, and so the nurses they really take our alarm very seriously. So just by being accurate, we can reduce the response time from 146 seconds to 59 seconds. And the other research we did is a very large-scale research. We did it for more than 1 year with 1,300 patients, and also in a medical center. And we found that the likelihood of bedside falls was reduced by 88% compared to the traditional bed exit alarm mats. And these are the applications in the hospitals. But for the nursing home application, we have quite a few long-term data analysis for nursing home applications, like the real-time status, the daily dashboard, and in-bed time, activity level, sleep duration, prolonged pressure state, and 2-week norm. So that the nursing home nursing home caregivers, they need data, they need those figures to observe the long-term trend of the older adults living in the nursing home. So we did quite a few data analysis in the cloud. This is another product that we developed. We call this Wish Toys. Wish Toys, I often describe it as one toy many games. This is actually for exercise, and those are the sensing floor tiles, which can be assembled into different sizes and different shapes, and you can assemble that into whatever size and shape you want. And one time there was a guest from the United States, and so we assembled the Wish Toys into a Taiwan map, and with this I love Taiwan lighting on the Wish Toys. So you can freely assemble this Wish Toys into different sizes and different shapes, and with different mobile app we can play different games and do different exercises. And this product is for 2 years in a row. This product is selected as the top 5 they call IT sport product in Taiwan. And of course we have quite a few I call it screen guided game as in the video game. But the way to play the video game is to step on the tiles. Let me show you this. This is mahjong games. So the player stand in the center of it and try to remember the locations of all the mahjong tiles and step on them to do this matching. Yeah, so after they completed the matchings, there will be some statistics to show how good they are compared to other older adults. But we realized that for a good useful game for older adults, we have to have physical activity, cognitive training, and plus social interaction. So the screen guided game, it will be very difficult for us to implement social interaction because usually the player play by himself or herself. But here I can show those video to you. We try to escape from the screen. We take the screen away. So the players who play the game, they can really collaborate with each other or compete with each other when they do their exercise, when they play the games. And actually, this can also become a very good tool for real athlete. Let me show you this other video. Well, she's an Olympic athlete. She's an Olympic athlete, and she can use our product for training. And she's so agile and so elegant when she does the training. So that's our second product, just to give you an idea what we have been doing and what the products in Gerontechnology are like. And the next part is I want to share a little bit what Taiwan government has been doing. I'm very much involved in the many government initiatives, and the most recently, this was in 2023 last year, and there was this Gerontechnology Industry Action Plan. And what this is their goal. They want to leverage in Taiwan's technological advantages for real-world implementation. I like this. I love this for real-world implementation. So that's the core of this industry action plan from the government. And I'm the PI of one of the project, and this is this is the data we collected. And actually in Taiwan there are 166. We collected 166 commercially available product, and that's satisfy our smart product definition. There are so many products, and we categorize them into 5 categories and 18 subcategories. And I often joke with people, the common experience of those 166 products is that not too many people are using them. There's a gap between those smart technology products and the caregivers, and of course the older adults. So there's a very complete planning for the government. I love this planning, and they try to complete this circle for. Of course, in the university, we want to do technology and innovation, and there are other projects to turn the technology innovation into real products for industrial development. And there are the third type of project is to actually to encourage real world implementation for the product. And after real world implementation, again, there will be new care needs. So there will be new problems for the university, for the technical company to develop new technologies to solve the problem. So this is a very nice cycle from technology innovation to industrial development to real world implementation. And I'm very happy that I'm very much involved in almost all of these projects. So this is the one project. I'm the PI of this one project, and this is supported by the National Health Research Institute. This is for real world implementation, and we use a caregiver-centric model. I always think that the caregiver are the best designer. They know how to use the smart technology product to help their older adults they are taking care of. So instead of calling for proposals from universities and companies, we call for proposals from the caregivers, from the institution caregivers. And the institution caregivers would analyze their own issue, analyze their needs, and we ask them to select existing smart technology products. And this is not a research project, so they have to select the existing smart technology products for implementation and propose a project plan. So in our project, we help them to integrate. In their proposal, they have to tell us that how the smart technology product can fit into their regular caregiving process, and also when the funding ends, and how can they make the sustainable operation and maintenance. And from the proposals, we received many proposals from many nursing home institutions from all over Taiwan, and we selected the 12 best proposals and award them 400,000 NTD. 400,000 Taiwan dollars, and we don't just give the money to them. We help them to find a manufacturer, to negotiate with the manufacturer, to discuss the specification, ask the manufacturer to help implement the products and so on. We try to let the caregivers to have a good, positive, successful experience using the smart technology product. And we also give homeworks to the caregivers. We ask them to do midterm presentation and final presentation reports and so on. It was 2 weeks ago, we had this midterm presentations from the 12 institutions, 12 care nursing homes for this year. I was so impressed. I was so surprised at how the caregivers can use the technology products to in their everyday care process and actually help the care of older adults. I was so impressed. I was so surprised that the capability of our caregivers. And every year we select 2 best institution and give them this awards for their project. And in this project, what we try to do is we try to create motivation and successful experience for the caregivers. And so there are 10 activities around this project. And the first part is we want the caregivers to know there are such products, and we call for proposal and select the good proposal, provide them funding and encourage them and give them help, matchmaking, and procurement. And we also visit them every other month and to help them and to check whether they have any difficulties and so on. And as I said, we give them the homework just as we give students homework so that they learn how to use them. And Excellence Award, and the institution who received the Excellence Award will become our demonstration sites. So they have this promotion activities to other nursing homes and institutions. In the end, again, we try to create successful experience for them, and hopefully they will have this sustainable application. And we already did this project for 2 years. For the first 2 years, there are not a whole lot of nursing home institution involved, but for the following 3 years, every year there will be 32 nursing homes or institutions participate in this project. So 3 years later, I do not think the map can fit all of them. There will be 150 nursing homes and institutions involved in this project who have good experience using smart technology product, Gerontechnology product to help with the care of older adults. And this PowerPoint slide is new. This happened just a few days ago. And we can have all those projects to promote Gerontechnology, to promote smart technology, but policy is so important. So 2 years ago, I was the PI of one other project from the Ministry of Health and Welfare, and their intention is they want to modify the current regulation, the long-term care service application payment regulation, and they want to put smart technology assisted devices into this regulation, so that if you use smart technology assisted devices, you will be compensated for 60,000 NTD in 3 years. And then they already announced this proposal, and this regulation amendment will be in effect in 2026. And there are 5 categories that can be compensated. The smart technologies in mobility, transfer, toileting, bedside care, and safety monitoring. And they asked this to be in a rental method. This is my final PowerPoint slide, and I will come back as my role as a teacher, professor in the university. And Gerontechnology, many people feel Gerontechnology is an interdisciplinary collaboration between different disciplines. And I always felt that Gerontechnology is a transdisciplinary field. It's a new field. It's different from the traditional field. It is not mechanical engineering. It is not electrical engineering. It is Gerontechnology. It's a new field. So we started this YTUT school in Gerontechnology many years ago, and we try to give our students the learning experience beyond the traditional fields, and we try to give our students real-world problems and experience. But still, I always use design as our common language. For me, design is not to design a beautiful thing. Design is a problem-solving process. Design starts with a problem. Design ends with a solution. And hopefully, you can take this message back and become a designer and think of the problems that may be there and in the age society, and think of how to solve this problem, in particular using Gerontechnology, using smart technology to solve the problem. The final words I have is be a designer and solve your problem. And that's the end of my talk today. Thank you very much, and I'm willing to take any questions from the floor. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Professor Su. Wow, it's a very impressive presentation, and there are so many research results that have been produced and implemented by the research center. Yeah, I like the antivo bed, like the nursing home application. It's really interesting for me. Yeah. And maybe still many more the application that you have produced. And then I believe also the audience have so many questions for you. Okay, so now we arrive in the Q&A session. For participant that is curious in this topic, please raise your hand, or you can write in the chat column. Please. Okay, there. Okay, while we're waiting for the question from the audience, actually, Professor, I want to know, are all these products still in the research level, or they have been marketed, go to the real market? If so, if you have sell or it is already in the market, how is the response from the market or user regarding this product?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question, and as I show you in my presentation, the two major products that are already there. One is a smart matrix, and well, this is already used in 33 hospitals and nursing home for 4,600 beds, and the other is our wish toy exercise mat, and this is also very popular, and we receive many orders and so on. And actually, the one thing I want to tell you and tell the audience is that the smart matrix, the very first master thesis for the smart matrix was in 2002. Well, it was in 2002. That's 22 years ago. We started to do this, but it took us more than that. So we had the prototypes and everything, but it took us even more years to make it a successful product. Another number is the first master's thesis we had for the exercise mat was in 2013, 11 years ago. And in 2013, we already had the prototypes and everything was working, and it took us like almost 10 years to make it into a product. So I just want to share with people that in my experience, it is quite early. So if you have a good idea and if you turn your idea into a good prototype, but it is still quite early. The road from the prototype to a real product is long. It's very long, and what is very difficult is to actually sell them, as I said. So we already have these two mature products, and I'm happy with them. And we are doing other research and try to come up with other products and keep improving those products.
Okay, so it took about 10 until 20 years to go to market here. So,
right.
So make a prototype and until the real product, until go to the market as a real product, it takes 10 until 20 years. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay, it's been so long, and no wonder that your research center is it's since 2003 your research center. Yeah. Then
Yes.
Maybe it's quite challenging to do the research from the beginning until it is sold and go to the market and until successful like now. Yeah,
Indeed.
Okay.
It's a very long journey. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I once again ask the audience if there is any question regarding this topic. Yeah, this topic is really interesting because it's about the product. Yeah. the real product is already go to market and already implemented, and the real user, I mean, everybody in the market can try this product, and all of them give positive response, Professor, about this product.
Sorry, could you repeat your question again?
Yeah, the user give positive response about the product. I mean, maybe the smart bed and also the game.
Yeah, we receive feedback or complaints from our customers all the time, and but again, these are new products, new concept, and it is totally normal to receive those comments or complaints, and those comments and complaints actually help us improve our product. So actually, at this point, I'm pretty confident that our product can satisfy most of the customers, and we even try to. Well, as I said, I feel that the caregivers are the best designers, so we shouldn't be doing all the designs ourselves as an engineers. So we actually, for example, our smart matrix, we allow the users to configure their own UI. They can select what they want to see. They can select if this data is useless to them, they can just remove that data from the screen and all that. And for our with toys, we allow the users to develop their own games. So it was like we developed the games ourselves all the time, but then we give complaints. Hey, how this game is too old. Can we have some new games? And in the end, we decided that it should be we should give the right of designing the games, the exercise to our users. So right now, our users can use our hardware and to design their own games. So yeah, we receive a lot of feedback and complaints, and that help us improve. And in the end, we decide that it's the users who should make the design, not just us.
Okay, yes, yeah, we learn from the complaint. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Professor. Okay, in the chat room there is one question.
I saw this question. Is it possible to promote the successful experience in Taiwan to other countries such as Indonesia, Vietnam, and so on? What might be the possible barriers to do so? And I actually just finished a project with European AAL project. It was a European Union AAL project. We collaborated with the Netherlands, the teams in the Netherlands and teams in Italy. And the core purpose is exactly that. So each country provides some mature products and try to use the product in other countries and try to integrate products from different countries and so on. And my personal view is this is not easy. This is not easy. Well, in the beginning, we felt this can be like language problem. And later on, we felt that, it has something to do with culture. It has something to do with culture. For example, in Taiwan, our product, we can tell our product, hey, if there's some danger of risk of fraud, your son will know and your son will come to help you. But in Europe, the older adults in Europe don't want that. They want to be like independent. They don't want to bother their son, their daughter, and all that. So there are technical issues. Technical issues are easier, language issues are easier, but cultural issues are different. So some product that is successful, say in Japan or in the United States or in Canada, but if we import those products into Taiwan, usually they are not as successful. So this is the reason why I feel this is a transdisciplinary field. It has more to do with technology. In addition to technology, people will have to understand the caregiving process, the different society, different culture, and so on. So I feel this is a wonderful, wonderful topic to have everybody involved.
Okay,
There's
thank you,
another
Prof.
question.
Yes, there's another.
Can I read that question? Will there be
Yeah.
future research on the application of gene technology for older adults suffering from stroke, considering increasing prevalence of this condition? Actually, I think that there are already quite a few devices focusing on like stroke, and what we do every day is to measure the vital signs, measure the like blood pressure or even ECG and so on. So maybe some AI algorithm can be applied to analyze those data. So if the risk of the stroke is found, we can notify the caregiver before something really happens. So the prediction, the prevention is actually important. I'm sure there are already devices, systems focused on prevention of stroke. But of course, this is a big area, and people can keep coming in to join the research using new technologies and so on.
Okay, thank you, Professor. So basically, yeah, it is better to prevent than to predict. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Professor. But unfortunately, there's one more question. Yeah, maybe it is the last question. Okay, because the time is up, so it is the last question.
Okay. It talks about AI. This is what we're trying to do at this point. AI, and especially generated AI ChatGPT. And in my PowerPoint slides, you probably see a lot of data, a lot of figures and all that. The data and figures are just data, but they require interpretation. So usually they require an expert to interpret the data. But how about ChatGPT? And we actually did that. We found that ChatGPT is quite good. So we just show ChatGPT the data, and ChatGPT will give us the good interpretation of the data. So it's not just numbers. ChatGPT will give you suggestions and all that. So we are like trying to do some training for ChatGPT so that it can give a better understand our data better and give better interpretation. So that's a good question. ChatGPT, especially the generative AI, will be very useful in this field, I think.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so basically for analyzing, you also use the technology, which is ChatGPT, to make it easier to analyze the data. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And Kevin added one comment that is so good. There is no one fit all approach. I totally agree. Yeah, that there's no one fit all approach. Everything is personalized. Right. So I'll stop here, and the next speech will be very good by Professor Lin. I'm expecting to hear that.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Professor. Yes. It is absolutely interesting topic, and everybody is so curious about this topic. But unfortunately, our time is limited. Maybe we can discuss in this topic later. Yeah, the next time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Professor. As a sign of our appreciation to Professor Su, we would like to give a certificate. So we invite the Vice Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Mr. Yanto, Ph.D., to present a certificate of appreciation to Professor Yeh-Liang. Please.
Hello.
Mr. Yanto.
Thank you. Good morning, Professor Yeh-Liang and all the participants in this webinar. So on behalf of Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia, we would like to express our gratitude and appreciation to Professor Yeh-Liang from Yonsei University, who has been willing to deliver the materials in this webinar. So we would like to present a certificate as the speaker to Professor Yeh-Liang Su. And once again, thank you for your willingness to be a speaker in this webinar. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. This is
Thank
so
you.
special.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. So before we continue to the next speaker, to the next session, we will have about 5-minute breaks. Also to present the video of promotion. Yeah. So we will break for 5 minutes, everybody. Yeah. But don't forget to come back. Yeah. In 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I hope that through the setting up of this collaboration center,
dan inilah yang kita akan lakukan bersama-sama dengan Yuanse University.
I'm Prima from Thailand. I'm in my senior year at the College of Management.
I am Dev from India. I'm a Ph.D. student in Chemical Engineering and Material Science.
This is our school,
Yeh-Liang University.
Yeh-Liang University has 5 colleges and over 8,500 students. Among them, 10% are international students like us from around the globe. Each college has a fully English-taught international bachelor program.
Far Eastern Group provides funding to the university. Teaching and research at these universities are rich, diverse and extensive, as well as many industry-university collaboration opportunities. Chinese classes are offered weekly. Having a fluent grasp of Chinese makes our future brighter and more promising.
The library is my favorite spot. Having access to so many collections has helped me a lot in my studies. I participate in many career talks in addition to studying in class. It would be great if I could stay and work in Taiwan after I graduate. Since I have so many friends here, Taiwan has truly become a second home for me. Our future is limitless.
Thanks to Yeh-Liang University.
Okay, yeah, our break time is over. Now we will continue our event with the next session. Okay, for the next session, the speaker will be Professor Lim Chor-Kheng. Yeah, sorry if I pronounce it not good. Yeah, okay. Can you show us the CV of Professor Lim? Okay. Okay, Professor Professor Lim Chor-Kheng, Ph.D. is the chair of Art and Design Department in Yeh-Liang University. Yeah, for the education background, Professor Lim was in high school in Malaysia and also got the architecture degree for the bachelor degree in Chung-Yuan Christian University, Taiwan. And she also got the master degree in Graduate Institute of Architecture, National Cheng-Jong University, Taiwan. And also in the same institute, Professor Mu also awarded the Ph.D. degree in Department of Civil Engineering. And as experience, Professor Lim already joined the Yangtze University from 2017 until now, and she has trusted for so many positions as a director of planning and design and also associate professor, and now currently she is a chair of Department of Art and Design Yangtze University. Okay, Professor Lim, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Apa kabar?
Yeah, bye,
Hello,
Professor. Yeah, please,
So,
Professor, you can present your presentation. Yeah,
yeah, I
time
share
is
my
yours now.
presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm CK Lim. You can call me CK because the pronunciation Chor-Kheng is a little bit difficult. So everyone call me CK is easier. Thank you for your introduction. And today I would like to start by expressing my gratitude to Professor Liang, our Chief of Global Affairs Office, for inviting me to this webinar. And today I'm also excited to share with you my insight on from inspiration to innovation, developing user-centered gerontechnology. This topic that I'm truly passionate about for a long time. And also the webinar topic today we are discussing is one that I'm deeply interested in also. So today I'll introduce a design product called Pillow Fight. It is a commercial product I designed in 2019 that reflects our user-centered approach gerontechnology. Pillow Fight is an innovative, interactive product that combines a smart pillow, you can see here, and with a tablet. This is a tablet based at tablet apps game. And it is designed for older adults and their family members, promoting intergenerational health and leisure activities. And this project also has received 2 awards. The Global Third Prize in the 2019 Stanford Design Challenge, and the other one is the Entrepreneurial Potential Award from the 2020 Ph.D. program by Taiwan's Ministry of Science and Technology. And Pillow Fight is specifically designed, as I mentioned before, for our older adults and their family, 2 different subjects and 2 different generations. It aims to bridge the generational gap through interactive play. They play together. So the key features are engaging both generations, encourage interaction between our older adults and children and young children, and promotes family bonding, bring families closer through the shared activities, and also physical and cognitive stimulation, encourage movement and cognitive engagement when you are playing. Yeah, and I studied. My background is architecture. I I always call myself as a designer, and also I'm an educator. I have always believed that in the power of dreams. We dream. Everyone can dream. And let me share a little bit my journey. First, finding inspiration. Every designer actually they start with a dream. For me, it was about creating things that bring people together, and learning and growing. I learned that good design comes from truly understanding people's needs and their experience. And making ideas real is very important. Turning our creative ideas into meaningful products was the goal that led me to design Pillow Fight. And my dream is not just to make beautiful objects or beautiful things only, but to create products that impact people's lives. So let me share a little bit myself. I'm from Taipei, a very small town in Perak, Malaysia. And I've been living in Taiwan for 30 years. Since 1995, I came here, almost 30 years. And my academic background just now already introduced by our moderator. And my background is architecture and design. And I complete my bachelor degree at Zhongyuan Christian University, and also master and Ph.D. in the same university, National Chiao-Tung University. And because I living in Taiwan for a long time, I has enriched my perspective on design, allowing me to blend different cultural influence. And this background has been very important in shaping my design projects, which later I will explore today. Over the years, because my background is architecture, so I focus in my main areas. First is digital fabrication, using advanced technology to turn complex digital models into physical objects, from virtual to physical. And second, I'm really passionate about freeform spatial design. And this approach allows us to create unique organic shapes. For example, this photo you can see that challenge. I want to challenge our traditional architectural structure or architectural forms. And these two areas might sound quite technical, but they are fundamentally about pushing design boundaries. They allow us to create space and objects that are innovative and often unexpected. And so in my work, I'm always looking for the ways to combine these interests, and how can this technology help us solve our real world problems. These are the questions that drive my research and also my teaching. Sorry. So maybe some of you might wonder, how did I transition from architectural background to interactive product design? Because Amplified is a product design. It has been a 20 years journey. I started in 2001 focusing on space design. And that's what architects typically do. We design space. But as I came to Yuanjing University, I started collaborate with engineering professors, especially Professor Xu. Since 2008, I found myself drawn into the world of product design. And this shift got me excited about creating objects that people could interact with directly. It's very different to a big space. And to make this happen, I had to expand my skill set. I have to learn programming, electronics, mechanical design, and my goal is to make things move. And this cross-disciplinary or transdisciplinary approach opened up a whole new world of possibilities to myself. And I joined Gerontechnology Research Center during 2014 to 2020. And this experience shaped my focus to what I consider the most important aspect of design, the human. The human is the most important, the human, this element. And from there, I became passionate about intergenerational care design. And throughout this journey, technology has been my primary design medium. And I always looking for the ways integrate it into everyday objects, our familiar objects, and also our familiar space. And the goal is to make our familiar surroundings smarter and more responsive to human behavior. And this is what I call adaptive design. And it's become the core of my design philosophy. And as we'll see when we talk about pillow fight, is this philosophy that guides the creation of products that are not just innovative, but also deeply human-centered. Before I dive into pillow fight, let me share 2 earlier projects that are related and also the foundation for this project. One project was MOT Adaptive Lamp. MOT stands for I make this name stand for memory of things, because this project aims to adapt IoT, Internet of Things, for elderly users by focusing on familiar objects carrying their personal memories. And this project used items like, you can see here, an old table, old lamp, and a seat cushion, and making technology more accessible and comfortable and very comfortable for our elderly. And you can see this, my student, he sat on the chair, the cushion was touched, and the lamp will lighting up because it knows you are start to read. And another important project was Steps and Flowers. It involved designing a smart insole. You can see this photo. Smart insole capable of sensing walking patterns and sending data to a flower pot and mobile app for family members who live far away. And the flower pot would rotate and play different melodies or different songs based on the elder's activities at home, allowing family members to intuitively understand the status of their grandma or grandpa, what they are doing at home. And these projects shaped my design philosophy that familiar objects, for example, pillow, can be powerful tools for enhancing interaction and well-being. And this guide my approach to pillow fight, using an object that people already know and feel comfortable with to create an interactive experience, and that brings two different generations together. The inspiration for pillow fight came in 2017. This photo took in year 2017 January, during the last month of my mother's battle with terminal lung cancer. This woman, of course, sits on the wheelchair. She is my mother, and this little boy is my son. As you can see, my mother could no longer play with my son and could only hold her own pillow while she was watching my son was playing. It was in that moment I wished I could create something to help them. But very sadly, my mother passed away shortly later. So 2 years later, I developed Pillow Fight, a product inspired by that heartfelt desire, the inspiration to bring generations closer, even when the body physical limitations exist. And this is the test before in the prototyping process. I let some elderly and some children to play together. I can see they were very happy when they play Pillow Fight. And Pillow Fight use a smart pillow. This pillow, I developed a sensor fabric to make this pillow as an input device and connected to an app via Bluetooth. And users play how to play. Users can play by touching the pillow with different parts of your body, and it can supporting single or double or multiplayer or four players modes, different modes to play. And it's also offering 3 types of games. You can play the cross-generation competition games, or maybe you can play rehabilitation games or for exercise aims. And the goal is not only fun, but also you can make some exercise when you are playing this game, because you move your hand, you move your legs. And as the games help improve elderly's coordination and also upper body strength, and some games training the cognitive abilities. Yeah, so you can see this chart. We designed different activities play together, elderly and children, but can train different parts of our bodies. And we analyzed experimental data and found that if a user hits the pillow 4 times per second by their hands with their upper limbs, or stomps 6 times per second with their legs or lower limbs, they can reach moderate to high exercise intensity within just 1 minute of play. So it means that you do exercise when you are playing, and after each game section end, the results are displayed along with the percentile rankings among peers of the same age group and a simple performance indicator. And this provides useful feedback for both the elderly and also the caregiver, aiming to increase the game's fun and motivation for continued use. And we analyze. Pillow fight is already a commercial product because it has this characteristic. It can quickly enter to the market. It can play together without generation gap. Everyone can play together, and the learning barriers is very low, and also it can exercise against aging because it's more and more important for everyone. And it has a smart detection, so we can analyze the data, because we can collect the signal and analyze the data because we have the smart detection device. And also it can provide a personalized prescription to the users. You can play pillow fight everywhere, including on the couch, on the bed, on the wheelchair, and in the car. And the products, because the flexibility makes it very easy for users of all ages to enjoy. As seen here, where people of different generation, they are all playing together. Yeah, you can see this. This is I can play together. Can you hear the sound? Everywhere you can play, and in the very first stage of design, we design different shapes of pillow. But after we want to enter to the market, we can just standardize the size to become a square size. These are my family members. And we also okay, you can see that our elder adults and young children play together. They were very exciting. And then the young children, they lost the game. Our elderly adults will comfort the children. And if the elderly win the games, they all very happy. We did our user test in different fields. And we went to many different fields to test this design. And we went to daycare center, nursing home, and also intergenerational care center, which has 2 different generations can play together. And just now you can hear that the children are shouting, "Grandma, you can do it! Grandma, you can do it!" They speak in Chinese or Taiyu in Taiwan language. It means that "Grandma, you can do it!" Or you can faster and faster. And according to we did some analysis. According to physical body movement analysis and also the facial expression analysis, we found out that users, they all become happier when they playing pillow fight. And pillow fight has already been introduced to the market, just now I mentioned, especially targeting daycare centers and also long-term care facilities. And here is a video to show you how we play with the pillow fight in this setting. And since the pillow can be touched with any parts of our body, there are many different ways to play. You can play 1 person, 2 persons, or maybe a group. So many different group activities we can design to our users. They look like they were exercise, but they are playing the games. They like the competition games and also the singing. They can sing. Although this elderly, they can and he can't stand straight. He can play with pillow fight. This elderly, his hand cannot open his hand, but he can play. Although they have disability, they can play this game happily. Sometimes I brought my son to these centers to play with elderly. You can see they can move very fast when they compete with others, and young people. Every time, our older adults, they want to win. They don't want to lose when they are playing the game. And we have also gathered the feedback from these elderly users in this environment to better understand their experience and make continuous improvements of our products. Now the products become already in the second version. The first version have some problems, so we modified it, and now we saw the second version of pillow fat. And based on the analysis of this data chart and photos, pillow fat we can find several key findings. We can see positive response from healthy elderly because in this different field or different nursing home, they have different conditions. Elderly maybe play together. So we differentiate the three categories: the elderly with dementia, sub-healthy elderly, and also healthy elderly. And our healthy elderly, they have the positive response because they can, the movement is okay, or they can play, and so they can, they felt more happy when they use pillow fight. And the average system usability scale, SUS score, was 85.3, indicating a high level of usability because it's very, very easier to use. And most elderly participants, regardless of their health condition, found the product very easy to use. For example, just now I mentioned, although you cannot stand straight, although your hand has some disability, although your legs have some disability, you can play also. You can play this game. And also we found that this social interaction enhance the social interaction because we play together, in the group activities. So the product effectively fostered social interaction, in particular among healthy and sub-healthy elderly participants, promoting better family and intergenerational connections, especially when we play together with young children or young people. For example, recent years, last year and this year, I brought my university students to this field. Our elders also, they felt very happy when they saw these young people play with them. They like this kind of social interaction. Okay. I talk about very, very short to let you know from prototype to product. From inspiration, we can move on to our innovation products. But when we have some ideas in our brain, we want to prototype. It's not very easier way for. Just now, Professor Xu, he also mentioned it's a very long way to go. And this pillow fight from prototype to product use 2 months because it's very small products and very the function is very easy, so it's not took too long time to develop. We developed the app game. We designed the melody, the song ourselves. We designed the user experience, user interface ourselves because our background art and design. I have art and design students, and also we design the appearance of pillow. We design the printing, the figures on the cover of the pillow. And also the sensor, the fabric sensor. This is developed by myself and my team. The whole process was originally developed by ourselves, and this technology has significant potential for extended application and the future development. This is in our lab. We can test the circuit electronics sensors, and we can do the fabrication process. So we bought a fabric and become a pillow. All the process is standardized, so we can make it a very small factories to manufacture the pillow fight. This is a version 1, the first version. I saw every single pillow by myself because I want to know what problem or what issues I will encounter when I design the manufacturer process or I design the fabrication process. So the first version is very time consuming because all by human. But the second version all automatically use machine to produce this product. And we design the electronic circuit ourselves and also the QC process. And because this sensing, this fabric is a fabric sensing design developed by ourselves. So this is a extent design when I forget 2020 maybe. We designed this Wonder Corner and specialized products for children and their families, and the little children, the young children stand here or sit on the sofa or touch or hold a pillow. They can play this game. So we integrate our fabric sensing in all the furniture in our home. You can see this young people, they just touch softly on the sofa. They can just play with the game. Or maybe they just sit on the sofa. They can play with the game. And also they extend the application. Also, you utilize this fabric sensor as a part of the therapeutic process for the rehabilitation training or rehabilitation for the fingers training. And patients engage in these activities by interacting with their familiar objects, pillow, and helping them improve their physical abilities while maintaining a sense of comfort and familiarity. And by integrating this technology into our fabric sensing, these sensors into the rehabilitation context, we aim to create an experience that felt less clinical and more personal. Because if you go to hospital to do your rehabilitation, you felt yourself as a patient, but you can do it at home. You can have your personal space, and you're willing to do that. You're willing to do that. So Pillow Fight is more than just a product. It's connect people, bring us joy, and improves our life. Good design should be human-centered and interactive and also meaningful. So Pillow Fight, fighting for my dreams. So as I mentioned very in beginning, and it's not just a pillow, it's bring us together and make us very happy. Because we are very familiar with this device, and Pillow Fight is not only designed for users, but we should design with them. Because in the whole process, we have two very special designers. One is my son, young children. The other one is an elder adults. She and my son always test our prototype during our design process, very, very early design process, in the middle design process, a prototype, and also the first version and the second version. They will play first, or they test first, and they can give us a lot of comment or let me to modify it to become better. So a good designer can design a product or space to make users happy. So we can see their smile when they use our design, or when they stay in our our design special. So this is my core design philosophy, because everything things if we didn't embed the technology into the objects, it cannot do anything to human. But if we can use technology to make things more smarter or more responsive, we can feel it, and we can have a better life, because they can help us a lot, and also maybe they can make a human feel good. So make them happy, make them smile is very important. Okay, this is my my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Lim. It's very interesting topic. Also, it's pillow fight. Well, everybody can join the fight, but with happy and smile. And the product is not for the elderly, but also for every age.
Yes.
From the grandchildren until the grandma, grandpa, they can join together with this game. But I'm curious, maximum how many persons that can join together in one game?
In one game, actually, I can just connect for pillows. But when I went to the nursing home or daycare center, I let them have 8 pillows one time.
Okay.
8 pillows together. They can play together. Yeah.
Okay, in one screen.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And also, it's already in the market.
Yes. But just very few, not a lot, because I have no time to do that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we come to the Q&A session. I think maybe participant also as curious as me for this product, the pillow fight. Yeah. Okay. Please, if there are any question regarding this presentation and also this product, everybody please raise hand, or you can just put the question in the chat column. I want to remind all the participants that later we have sorry, there's a chat here. Yeah, we have door prize for the best question. Yeah. Okay, it is from Professor Joko Setianto. Yeah. We at Jaya University have not conducted engineering research related to gerontology. We have a medical faculty and teaching hospital. Can you give us advice on what steps we can take to start research related to gerontology? Okay, please give us advice, Professor. What should we do?
My profession also not Gerontechnology, because my profession is architecture design. I can also start to do something, or to do some design in let's say we can observe our elderly, what problem they have, and then we can think about what we want to solve, how to solve the problem, and you can just start this Gerontechnology, because they have many problems, a lot of problems, and a lot of problem is difficult to solve actually, because very complicated. But if we have technology on hand, we know technology, we can try to make some prototype or some practice to help them to solve a very minor problem first. For example, I let my student, art and design student, bring them to the nursing home. They just stand there and watch and observe. They observe problems. They observe some phenomena they don't know. And then I teach them technology application. So for them, they know how to integrate what they learned and how to solve the real problems. We can start by find the problems, and we can start to go to the field to understand or to collect data, or to just sit there to observe what you can understand or what you can help with them. Yeah, it can start by this way. I'm not a profession in the gerontechnology, but I just from the aspect of a designer, I can do it like this way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Yeah, so we should start by talking and observing, to find the real problem here. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Okay, and also for the second question is, okay, is this pillow durable? I mean, how many years are we expecting for this pillow to last? About the durability of the pillow. Maybe because we have to smash it all the time.
I sold pillows since 2019, and until now they didn't ask me to change the pillow. It still can work properly. I don't know why it cannot broke. So because it's, I don't know why. Maybe it's pillow. It's a pillow. When you play with the pillow, although you punch, although your thumb is inside is very soft, so it's cannot broken. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But how about the sensor, Prof? Maybe because of the sensor, so the pillow can be broken when we punch and accidentally.
My sensor is a fabric, only a fabric, very a thin fabric. I can show you now because I have no pillow here, just a fabric. So because our pillow is made by fabric, so it's same like a pillow in your house, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. You can see just one difference. You can see a very small this small battery inside the pillow. Battery.
Okay, so because the sensor is from fabric and also it is small, so it doesn't matter if we punch or smash it.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
All the time, it's still reliable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Now the third question from Bintang Mira. Is this pillow affordable for the average people, considering the amount of technology crammed into the pillow? So maybe can we use it, for daily use? Maybe.
Yes.
The average people.
Yeah. In my design process, I use it every day, and I test it. If I use it 2 hours per day, and the battery will long for 1 month. Stand for 1 month. I could just after 1 month I change the battery and I can play it again.
Okay, but can we use it for sleeping? Because it is pillow.
Yes, of course. Okay. Sometimes I just put behind in my bag. Just it's a pillow. You can use it like a pillow. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's very interesting, the pillow fight. Yeah. Okay, Professor. I think we still have so many questions here, but unfortunately the time is up and we have a very limited time here. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the discussion. It is really interesting game. Pillow fight. Everybody can join the game. From the youngest until the oldest one. Thank you.
All generation. Okay, thank you.
Also, as a sign of appreciation to Professor Lim, we once again invite the Vice Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Mr. Yanto, Ph.D., to present a certificate of appreciation to Professor Yeh-Liang. Okay, please. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So it is Pak Felix. Cannot hear. Still mute, Pak Felix.
Okay,
Yes.
can you hear now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry for the trouble here. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to formally present the certificate to Professor Chor-Kheng Lim, Ph.D., in recognition of her outstanding contributions as our keynote speaker for today's event.
Thank you. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you once again.
Thank
Professor.
you, Pak Felix. Pak Felix is the head of Industrial Engineering Department. Yeah.
Okay,
hopefully we have collaborations for the near future, Professor.
Yes, hopefully we can collaborate in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Professor Lim. And then we would like to start the third session. But before start the third session, we will have another break. This time is only about 3 minutes break. So everybody, we can join here again for the third session. Last but not least, the session. In 3 minutes, during that time, we can have video presentation.
Unika Atma Jaya dengan tekad membangun bangsa, terus melakukan perubahan, pertumbuhan bersama Indonesia. Memiliki 3 kampus yang tersebar di ibu kota dan sekitarnya, Unika Atma Jaya berkomitmen untuk tanpa henti mencetak generasi muda yang terampil, kompeten, dan berkontribusi pada kemajuan bangsa. Unika Atma Jaya mengedepankan teknologi, pengetahuan serta inovasi yang sejalan dengan perkembangan zaman. Sebagai salah satu universitas terbaik di Indonesia, Unika Atma Jaya memiliki fakultas unggulan dan favorit sehingga dapat membantu mewujudkan mimpi di masa depan. Unika Atma Jaya terus mengembangkan sayap kerjasama internasional dan regional guna dapat meningkatkan kualitas pendidikan, membuka mahasiswa lebih berprestasi di mata dunia. Unika Atma Jaya juga terus menunjukkan kepedulian kepada sesama. Unika Atma Jaya senantiasa mewadahi keberagaman dari Sabang sampai Merauke. Lulusan Unika Atma Jaya akan dengan mudah mendapat kesempatan kerja di berbagai perusahaan dan lembaga ternama. Jaya untuk Tuhan dan tanah air.
Okay, now we would like to start our last session here. We have, as a speaker, we have Dr. Kevin Christian, Master of Science. Please welcome Dr. Kevin Christian. Yeah, Dr. Kevin Christian is from Department of Public Health and Nutrition, Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia. As education background, in 2016, Dr. Kevin has his bachelor in medicine and medical doctor in Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia, and then he got his Master of Science in Global Health, International Primary Healthcare in Queen Mary, University of London. And then also in 2023, he is awarded a certification in caregiving skills in dementia care. And as an experience from 2018 until present, Dr. Kevin has joined in Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia as academic staff, especially in Public Health and Nutrition Department. During his career, Dr. Kevin has done so many research in the gerontology field, like in aging research projects, standardizing of factory function tests, and also empowering dementia career. Okay, Dr. Kevin. Yeah, are you ready for the presentation? Yeah. Please welcome Dr. Kevin. He will present the topic of joint research between medicine and engineering, importance of collaboration. Please, time is yours.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Bufi. Can you hear me well?
Yes. Clear.
Okay. So good morning, professors, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me. It's been an honor for me to be the part of this collaboration. And first of all, congratulations for the grand opening of the collaboration center between Yuan University and Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia. And I believe that will open the door for all of us to understand more about Gerontechnology, as well as to open the door for research, in this case, joint research. I would like to thank all the people behind the scene for this event. Thank you for Atma Jaya Aging Research Center to give me the opportunity. I'll explain it a bit later on about the Aging Research Center. And the term Gerontechnology is also kind of new for me. And Professor Xu has delivered so well. And Professor Lim has shared her tremendous project she's been doing so far. And I'm sure it's enlightened all of us here to think and start to step on for research, not only for us, the faculty members, as well. I think it's also for students, both in the Faculty of Engineering and also in School of Medicine and Health Sciences. And today I'll be talking about the research that we are doing recently, we as in a Aging Research Center. And I'm not quite sure whether it's in the gerontechnology field or not, but certainly it is about gerontology. So I think the committee will be advancing the slide, is it? So yeah. So this is the picture of the second campus in Pluit, where the Aging Research Center is in. And it's in the School of Medicine and Health Sciences at Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia. So the Aging Research Centers consists not only for medical field, but also psychologists, psychiatrists, neurologists, and public health experts. So I think this is the good start, and I think in the future, other discipline like engineer from Faculty of Engineering and all of the background that keen to do the research on gerontechnology or gerontology could be the part of this aging research center. And hopefully this research center could be a catalyst and at this time could be a momentum to spread our wings in aging and gerontology field. So I think at this time I'm also opening, like, the door for anybody here to collaborate each other in gerontology and gerontechnology field research, especially. Next slide, please. So research in gerontechnology, I've cited a few research from Professor Chu and his colleagues. So he has done research on the evaluation of a decision support system, integrating assistive technology, and also measuring the cognitive decline with games for cognitive training. So the bottom line that they are all about people with dementia. And later on, I'll explain about why we concern on that. And also Professor Turana and his colleagues has also started to collaborate and to combine the discipline of engineering, technology, and medicine. So he has done the papillary response test as a potential early diagnosis biomarker of Alzheimer's disease. And the things and the research I want to share about this time is about his research together with his team. It's about voice analysis as a potential screening tool of Alzheimer's disease. So we are trying to provide the tools not only for certain people in the hospital, but actually for the whole community. We try to provide the access for the community in this case. So I think it's different from the Professor Xu and Professor Lim perspective. Not that big difference, but what we're trying to do is to engage the community in our research. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So yeah, so the research I've mentioned basically is a joint research with Faculty of Engineering and with Dr. Shen et al. About the pupillary reaction. So they got the intellectual property and the paper is still in waiting for review. And also me, Professor Turana, and Professor Joko and Professor Hadi, we are now doing the voice analysis, and we've written the paper and it's waiting for the review as well. So this research not only done by our side, medical faculty, but also by the Faculty of Engineering as well. So this is the starting point we wanted to do in terms of collaboration. Next slide, please. So this is the intellectual property I've mentioned. So it's called Alzheimer. So basically, it's a test to detect the pupillary response. So hopefully, with that, we could screen the older adults, especially with the Alzheimer's. So we have the intellectual property for the front end system, back end system as well. Next slide, please. So why do we need research on aging, especially in Indonesia? First of all, the law has said that from the president that there's a national strategy for the elderly, so we have to focus on improving the quality of life for older adults through better access to health services, economic empowerment, and social protection, and ensuring that the elderly can live independently and live with dignity. So it's already stated in the national strategy. But the challenges about achieving the quality of life, it's about aging population, and it leads to the higher prevalence of a cognitive impairment. So you can imagine that with roughly 270 million people in Indonesia, and we were predicted 20% of the population is older adults by 2045. And imagine that the prevalence of cognitive impairment so far is around 17%. When we talk about percentage in Indonesia, we have to think about as well about the number, the actual number, because we are the fifth most populated country in the world. So percentage is also important, but the actual number here is, I think, is quite more important. And with that numbers increasing, we are predicting the actual number could be higher than that, as we are still facing the challenges in screening and diagnosing the cognitive impairment in the community. So in addition, speaking about social determinants, we have to be aware as well that the risk of having dementia increase for those who have low education. In our community, as we know, the average of education is still low, and it reminds us about the actual challenges we are facing. So I think that's the highlight of the why we need to do the screening, or why we need at least to the community gets access to the screening tool. Next slide, please. So we came up with, with the idea, with the concept of voice analysis as a screening tool. But before that, I want everyone here maybe take a look about what is dementia and how dementia could be the burden, not only for the people with dementia, but also the families. Next slide, please. And could you please play the video? Thank you. And I think you haven't shared the song.
Then we started to notice more sort of worrying changes, like hitting a lamppost when she's driving their car, or putting odd objects like in the freezer or in.
Okay, can we play the video again?
Then we started to notice changes like hitting a lamppost when she's driving their car or putting odd objects.
People need to know that Alzheimer's can happen to absolutely anyone, just as cancer can. When we were growing up, Mum was absolutely bonkers. She was super, super fun. She was always the first mum to get involved in the kids' sports day. She was so hands-on. I don't remember a day where we just sat and watched telly. Mum really didn't care what people thought, and the more fun we were having, the better. 10 years ago, we started to think something was maybe a little bit off with Mum. At the time, we put it down to a little bit of depression because of my parents' breakup. Then we started to notice more sort of worrying changes, like hitting a lamppost when she's driving their car or putting odd objects like in the freezer or in the washing machine. We went to UCH and the doctor there suggested Mum did these various verbal tests and then sent her for an MRI, and after that a lumbar puncture to confirm the results which were seen in the scan, that she did in fact have posterior cortical atrophy, a form of Alzheimer's where it is the back of the brain which affects vision and motor skills that is initially affected. Then we started to notice more sort of worrying changes, like hitting a lamppost when she's driving the car or putting odd objects like in the freezer or in the washing machine. She cried. We went to UCH and the doctor there suggested Mum did these various verbal tests and then sent her for an MRI, and after that a lumbar puncture. She wished there was nothing wrong with her. She was embarrassed. She did start to posterior cortical atrophy, a form of Alzheimer's where it back of the brain which affects vision and motor skills that was initially affected. Within the first year of Mum's diagnosis, she didn't know what day, month, week, year it was. She lost the ability to read, write and draw very, very early on. They were the three things she loved the most in life. Mum was a fine artist, and for those things to be taken very...
I'd like to go back yet to go to my paintings here.
Within the first year of Mum's diagnosis, she didn't know what day, month,
would be really, yeah, you'd love this.
It really is heartbreaking to watch someone you love for such a long period of time just change. Very, very early on. But the diagnosis definitely brought my family a lot closer together. Mum was a fine artist. We very quickly adjusted and always promised that we would do whatever was needed to keep Mum happy. We've learned it's so important to stay interactive with someone with Alzheimer's and not just treat them as if there's nothing behind the eyes. It really is heartbreaking to watch such a long period. Laws was always a big dancer. She used to hoik around the dance floor at any opportunity. A couple of times we've been accused that Mum doesn't have Alzheimer's, she's too young. If the symptoms and the signs are there in your 40s, then they're there. And the more research, the more funds we can put into research, the sooner we can find a cure for it. You know that eventually we will get there. I just hope more people look into it a little bit more and really think about how further research could really help stop this happening to other families. A couple of times we've been accused that Mum doesn't have Alzheimer's, she's too young. If the symptoms and the signs are there in your 40s, then they're there. And the more research, the more funds we can put into research, the sooner we can find a cure.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. So next slide, please. So with that situation, that we know that the cognitive impairment is a significant issue among the elderly, often leading to disability and affecting daily functioning, as you notice in the video, that someone with dementia will forget names, days, date, until they sometimes they're not able to do anything. So it's not only the burden for the person, but also for the family. And the traditional diagnostic tools like MoCA and M.Sc, we call that, are time consuming and may be difficult to administer in in the community settings. They need to get the examiner, they get someone who are trained to do the screening. So that's also the challenge here in the community in Indonesia. And meanwhile, it is also challenging for people with stroke and Parkinson's disease, because later on there also a video about the M.Sc. They need to do something to get the score for the test. That's why we need the quick, reliable, and easy to use method to screen cognitive impairment. That's why we came up with the idea of voice analysis. Okay, next slide, and you can play the short video. Yeah, so this is the snapshot of the M.Sc examination. So the examiner asks the person to hold the paper and to fold the paper to do the instructions. Imagine if that person having a stroke, so the half of the body cannot move, and the Parkinson's with the movement disorder that might affect the task, right? Next slide, please. So we came up with the idea of other screening tools. Next slide. So, sorry, get back one slide, please. Yeah. So one promising alternative is the use of voice analysis. So we believe that it is quick, non-invasive method, and could assess the cognitive functions. And because the evidence said that the voice patterns may change due to cognitive decline, so we see the components like performance, frequency, amplitude, and speech fluency. So the previous study hypothesized that cognitive impairment affects certain aspects of speech, such as vowel formants, and it could serve as indicators of cognitive health. Next slide, please. So the research itself is collaborative effort between the School of Medicine and Faculty of Engineering to integrate medical knowledge with engineering solutions. And the use of voice analysis technology, it requires expertise from both fields to develop a standardized tool for cognitive screening. And the goal is to create a practical tool could be implemented in the community. As I said earlier, that screening is important. Well, we are talking about community, and within the Indonesian culture that we are strong and really rely on the community. So the community itself will be the starting point in order to raise awareness about the threat they are encountering in the future, especially in the older adults populations. Next slide, please. So in this research, we analyze the vowel indicators, which are the fundamental frequency, formant 1 frequency, and formant 2 frequency. And the voice analysis, we analyze the voice using a software, and it's managed by Faculty of Engineering, led by Professor Joko and Professor Hari. Next slide. So we've done one data collection. So at the left, on the left side, that's how we record the voice with the voice recorder, and we ask the respondent to to say the vowel A, I, U, E, O. So, and we analyze that voice. We insert it into the software and we analyze that with 3 indicators that I mentioned before. Next slide, please. And this is kind of like a snapshot of the result that we might see the Foreman 1 vowel A and E could be a potential indicators because the mean score is quite different between the normal cognitive group and the impaired cognitive group. So the next one, we analyzed that with the statistic, and we could see in the male participants that the Foreman 1 vowel A is statistically significant. So it means that there are potential indicators about Foreman 1 needs to be explored later on, but this is potential. And the next slide, please. And the finding is it's higher frequency in cognitive impairment group, and also there is a different trend between male and female groups, but because this only consists of 100 respondents, I think it needs more data and need further research on that. So for the next slide, for the last statement, I would say that we need action, and the action is more collaboration on machine learning and finding more robust evidence. And I think we need to collaborate with experts in linguistic field as well. So this is my last slide. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And we see that collaboration is important. And I think from now on, we are opening everyone, especially students who are interested in gerontechnology, to think together, to research together in this field. Thank you so much. I think I'll hand over to Bu Vivi.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Kevin. Yeah, very interesting explanation. Thank you for explaining about the collaboration research between Faculty of Medicine and Faculty of Engineering at Jaya Catholic University. Okay, I want to ask to the audience first, is there any question regarding maybe the project, the collaboration project between those 2 faculties? Yeah, please raise hand, or you can just put the question in the chat column. Okay. Yeah, before everybody asks, I want to ask first, maybe Dr. Kevin. I'm just curious about the voice analysis. Can you explain more about how is the pattern difference between the normal and the ones with impaired cognitive? Because I cannot imagine how is the high frequency or something or maybe the voice just like trembling voice or something like that. I don't know what's the difference between impaired one and the normal one.
So as I said that it's okay. I think I will. Can someone share again my slide? So basically, we're trying to find because this is like the first research. So we kind of like want to find like the most accessible indicator about the voice, and from the previous research, a few research has mentioned about try to analyze the foreign vowel. The foreign meaning it measures how high or how long is the using of the tongue. This one is when you say the vowel a or a in bahasa and e or e in bahasa. So we get the wave, like the wave of the voice, and then we dissect it, we cut it, and we analyze the formal one with the, I think that's the frequency, because the unit is in hertz, and with somehow we find that in normal cognitive group, the frequency is not as high in the impaired cognitive group. We have to still searching about the reason why. If we find another result with the same trend, we might get that as the patterns. And well, because one of the symptoms of dementia is about language, we hypothesize that it could be affected by the dementia, the language, and how they pronounce word or vowel, and it could be like the screening tool or the indicator that we may find if we cannot get that person the test that we want to do with the paper and pencil test. So we get the trend that in the impaired cognitive, the frequency is higher than in normal cognitive.
Okay. So by using analyzing the data, you find that the one with impaired cognitive has higher frequency.
At least the trend that we see is like that. We need to add more respondent, more samples on that to get the data saturated and see if the pattern is statistically significant or not.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay, we have question here. For the collaboration between universities from different countries, when it involves the IP or intellectual property, what kind of collaboration strategy will best fit all the partners? Okay, what is your opinion about it, Dr. Kevin, for collaboration between university from different countries regarding the IP, the intellectual property?
I think I might not answer it correctly, but I think we need to consult with the intellectual property staff that we have in Atma Jaya, at least to get the answer for that, because yeah, it's true, when we do the collaboration and it's about intellectual property, it's kind of like tricky, isn't it? So yeah, we do have I think we do have a staff in the intellectual property, right? So I think the best fit, we discuss it and we find which part, because every country has their own regulation on the intellectual property, right? And like, for example, we do the collaboration, like Professor Lin mentions, for example, like the pillow fight, but that productions involve both countries, and I think that's the thing we need to discuss on before the project begin, right? I think that's the the thoughts on top of my head at the moment.
So for the best answer for this question, we have to discuss to the expert of the intellectual property from both countries, I think. Because the regulation in each country maybe is quite different. Okay, thank you for the question. And also for the next question from Prof. Joko, we hope that our friends from the Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Kevin, and his friends will continue to invite us from the Faculty of Engineering to collaborate in developing joint research, especially related to the health and needs of the elderly.
For sure, Prof. Joko. And also, I think with the collaboration center with the Yonsei University, I think that's the starting point as well to to discuss more about gerontechnology. Because I think our community needs the technology, the simple one, and it's really much and still free for the discussion. I mean
So
the demand is there, but we need to find that, as Professor Lim said, that we need to go to the field and see the problems and collaborate and co-design the solutions for them.
Okay, so there are still so many opportunities for the joint research between faculty or even between countries and in the universities.
And maybe if I may add, like contributing and involving the students, I think is quite important, because from there the regeneration begins, right? They start to aware, they start to get interested in the research, and that will be like sustainability of the research.
So also the student involvement in every research. Thank you, Dr. Kevin. And okay, is there any another question for this topic? And we still have little time here. Please, maybe you can write your question in the chat column. Regarding the opportunity of research, Dr. Kevin, in your opinion, what is the biggest problem faced by the elderly in Indonesia, or at least maybe in big city like Jakarta? Maybe just in your own opinion.
From the experience, we have challenges at least in dementia problem. We have problem to get their awareness about dementia. So because the dementia, Alzheimer's disease, is progressing, so at the early stage they might not be aware that they are having problem with the cognitive. But over time, when it gets severe, they just got realized that they are having the Alzheimer's. So the important thing, how we raise the awareness about the early stage, because when we treat them at the early stage, the progressivity gets reduced, so they not get to severe stages faster. So that's the challenges, how we raise the awareness in that early stages to the community, so they are aware and they start to do something, like they are training, they are cognitive training, they're training, they do some exercises to slow down the progressivity of the disease. That's why the screening tool is important. I mean, at this stage in our community, how we combine the technology, I think it's quite important because we need the fast, the quick screening tools.
Okay. So it's basically about awareness, so we can prevent any negative condition or maybe reduce any negative condition. Yeah, for the elderly. Yeah. If they're aware about their condition, they will do something to reduce the effect of dementia or any other disease. Yeah.
True.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Kevin, for the enlightening. Enlightening. Okay. Any other question from the floor? Okay. Yeah. Okay, Dr. Kevin, since there is no other question from the floor, I think the session we can close this session. Yeah. Also for this, yeah.
May I
yeah.
ask only one question?
Okay.
This
Please,
is Sandra. Okay. I have received a video about dancing for 90 minutes in a week can prevent dementia, and in that video the hippocampus of the brain going bigger because the elderly practice dancing dancing for a week for 90 minutes in a week. Is it really a research or is it only a hoax?
Basically, if the activity will increase the social interaction, will increase brain activity to learn something new. Basically, it's a part of the training. It's a part of the exercise. So it might benefit the brain. So that's why the risk factor, one of them is low education and also lack of physical activity. That's the risk factor having dementia. So if the activity or the exercise will get that person into interaction and to learn something new, that will be beneficial for the brain, basically.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Bu Vivi.
Okay, thank you, Bu Sandra. Thank you for the question. So we have to dance now. Yeah, dancing for 50 years old and upper, and older. Okay, thank you for Bu Sandra for the question. And the question is also closed the session. Thank you, Dr. Kevin, for the presentation and also the sharing of our collaboration in the research. Hopefully the research we will continue this research because there are still many opportunities for this topic of gerontology. Thank you. Okay, is there for the certificate of appreciation will be presented by Pak Yanto or Pak Felix? Sorry. Yeah. Okay, Pak Ronald. Okay, Dr. Ronald Sukwadi will present the certificate of appreciation.
Thank you, Bu Vivi. As a token of our appreciation, we'd like to present Dr. Kevin Christian from Department of Public Health and Nutrition, Atma Jaya Catholic University of Indonesia, with this certificate of recognition. Once again, thank you so much for your time and knowledge in sharing with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Ronald. Pak Ronald is a relation manager of the YCU and Atma Jaya Catholic University Collaboration Center. Thank you, Pak Ronald, and thank you, Dr. Kevin, for the session.
Thank you.
And now, okay, everybody, this is we almost in the last of our session, but we still have something, It is something that I mentioned before earlier in the beginning of this event, that we have a door prize for the ones who raise questions. So for each session, we choose one person, who has raised the question, and this is chosen by the speaker. Okay, we already have the result. So the winner of the door prize for the first session is Nicole Felita Santoso. Okay, still here? Nicole Felita? Okay, and for the second session is Dominicus Denis Cristanto. Still here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, maybe you can turn on your camera so we can, you can see your face here.
Hello.
Okay, and also for the third winner, it is from the third session. It goes to Bu Sandra Octaviani. Congratulations. Bu Sandra, can you turn on the camera, please? Okay, maybe we can see all the winner here. The committee will.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The committee will contact of each winner, and you will give the door prize offline. So thank you, everybody, for the discussion. Thank you for asking the question. We have so many. Maybe we still have so many questions, but we have only limited time. So we have to end the discussion. And for the closing, I will give the time back to the MC. Please, Kylin.
Okay, distinguished guests, speakers, and participants, as we come to an end of this insightful seminar, I would like to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has contributed to making this event a success. First, our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed speakers, whose expertise and perspective have enriched our understanding of the topics discussed today. To the participants, thank you for all your active engagement and thought-provoking questions. Your presence and input were crucial to the success of this seminar, and we hope you leave with the new knowledge and action will benefit you in your future endeavors. We also extend our appreciation to the organizing committee, sponsor and partner, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure everything runs smoothly. As we conclude today, let us take the insight gained here and apply them to our respective fields. Continuing the conversation beyond this seminar, together we can make a meaningful impact. Thank you once again for your time and participation. We look forward to seeing you at our future events between Indonesia University and Atma Jaya Catholic University. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining this seminar. See you in next event.
Thank you.